Welcome to this week's Yep Yeah Yes with Tamika and Marissa. This week we're going to be talking about Girl, you gotta let it go. I want
like a little TKO.
We don't own the rights. I just want to talk about things that we have specifically from high school, but at any point in our life. At what point do we say it's time to let it go? But Tamika.
Yes.
How you doing, girl?
I'm okay.
Okay. How's your cough?
It's fine. Other wraps. I was going to tell you to preface it, but we don't have our microphone with us because we're recording in the car on the way from having dinner and drinks.
Libations.
So
apologies for the
audio. It ain't as bad as the beach though.
Oh, so yeah, nothing tops that.
You're straight.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Just listen. But listen. So I called you like in a panic, right? But I don't want to talk about it. But I called you with the whole like the high school, and you're like, bitch, you're an adult. Let it go. But at what point in your life can you let it go if you're still holding on to it?
I think the best time to let something go is when you've allowed yourself to progress in life.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like for you, you're married with children, and you're getting your master, about to get your master. You're embarking on a new career, a new chapter of your life.
Right.
Why the fuck do you care about what some high school cheerleader, how she made you feel 20 something years ago?
I don't know. That's the whole problem. I don't know. But I feel it, homie. But having this conversation with you yesterday, it made me put closure to it.
So let's discuss the conversation, because other people were not privy to it. What about the conversation that we had made you feel like, okay, I feel a little bit better, or you're in a different headspace?
Because you made me go outside my own goddamn feelings. Because here's the thing, I'm not sure if I'm saying this verbatim, but you said, yeah, you walked away feeling that way, but you're a very indifferent person, and the way you communicate whatever feeling you have, you do it with indifference. So how do you know that they're not walking away from you feeling a certain kind of way? And I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't gone out of my own feelings to think, you know what? No one walks out of life unscathed. So I say I had a bad experience. Whenever I speak to someone else, they think I had a great experience, and they didn't. So what's to say I didn't cause the same friction for them? What's to say that they didn't walk away from me feeling a certain kind of way?
I don't remember any of that conversation. I just remember telling you, shut the fuck up. No. I agree. I also said that sometimes you don't have a clear indication of your personality, and you don't realize how certain things in your home life is affecting how you speak to other people.
Right.
So if you have something great going on at home, or something really bad or depressing going on at home, right, how you talk to other people can be conveyed in your conversations. Right. And they looking at you like, why are you so greasy? Meanwhile, you don't even realize you're acting that way. And based on that one conversation, they have an idea of who you are. Right. Right. We all judge. If I see somebody with too much makeup, I'm like, oh, she thinks she the shit. I don't like her. And it's like, why? Because she got on extra eyeliner? Like, really? I don't know her. Yeah. And that's what high school is. Yeah. Somebody got on a brand new pair of Jordans. Oh, they hot. Meanwhile, they haven't eaten breakfast. Yeah. Or somebody has no shoes on because they were taught to value, or no name brand shoes on because they were told not to value material things. Right. And so we make judgments on people based on appearance and things that they may or may not say to us. A snapshot moment with them. And so I think that could be the catalyst for why you feel the way you feel about, your past, your high school years, or what have you. But at the end of the day, what I told you to let it go. Who gives a shit? Move on. You have a whole new life. Yeah. If you run into somebody, great. Like, hey, how you doing? Hopefully, they're a drug addict, or they had way too much plastic surgery. Something that you're looking at them like, okay. Oh. you know.
Yeah.
But if that's not the case, you just be like, all right, well,
just gotta let it go.
What is that that people say? Highly favored and blessed.
Oh my gosh, I hate when I used to hate. You're too blessed to be stressed.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know my effing life. Shut up.
Well, no, they say that about themselves. They're not saying about you.
No, but
I'm too blessed to be stressed.
Shut up. No, I've heard that to me. Like, oh, you too blessed to be stressed.
Somebody said that. See, they got it wrong. See, they like you. Where they flip the saying.
I love saying phrases. I say them wrong. I say them backwards, and I swear I know what the hell I'm talking about. Such is not the case.
I don't know.
What's the phrase?
Too blessed to be stressed.
Oh, well, too blessed to be stressed about it, I guess.
But anyway, so when I think about my past, like, it's weird because I'm not friends with anybody that I went to college with. I'm like Facebook friends with a couple of people, but it's like that's how dark my college years were. But I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to look those people up. That's a lie. Every once in a while, you get nostalgic and you're like, oh, I wonder what this person. What I have one friend, quote unquote friend, who I just knew, like, she was like what you would call like a dyke back then. But she wasn't a dyke. But it was back then. It was like cool for girls to dress like boys.
Yeah.
Like the baggy pants.
Yep.
Everything was oversized. It was like the MC Light roughneck era. And so that's like how me and my friends all dressed. And then so I Googled her, Facebook, whatever, and the chick is like in like a Sex and the City suit. I'm like, what the hell? With a bun.
But she has the right to evolve.
I know. Yeah. And that's why I say it's important not to hold on to the past and allow that to continue to shape who you are today.
Right.
But, if I'm going to be defined by what happened in 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, then, oh my God, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
I can't hold on to that shit. Yeah. There's way too much stuff in my life since then that I'd rather focus on than, being hazed because I was a part of an auxiliary, or because, the Deltas didn't want me in their group. Like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing with you. I mean, we're not going to get into the details. I know you don't want to get into the specifics of your situation, but at the end of the day, it's like, move on. Who gives a shit?
But it takes time. Is 20 years enough? I don't know. Yes. I mean, yes, I put closure to it yesterday. I did. I really did. But before our conversation, it was consuming me. Still.
Only because you were faced with the presence of somebody from your past.
Right.
But was it consuming you prior to that? Like prior to this person coming back into your life? An
occasional thought of my high school years.
Right.
But nothing the way it was being smacked in the face with them.
Right.
I don't know, man. But I say I do feel better.
That's good.
I feel lighter for it. Now let's hope that I can get past it. I don't know. I keep thinking about and since our conversation yesterday, I've been thinking about other things in my life that I've been holding on to.
Like what?
Well, I remember when my mom was alive, we were talking about something. She's like, "Well, that's on you. That's not on me. That's got nothing to do with me." And I remember
you say that a lot. It's just funny that you say that she said that to you.
Oh, I do say that a lot. I do say that a lot.
You do.
When did I start saying that?
And she died?
I don't know. I feel like I've said that for a long time. Like, I can't be responsible for somebody else's feelings. If I made you feel that way, that's on you. Like, that wasn't my intention. That is all you.
I feel like that's such a mean thing to say.
It is and it isn't. It comes out cold the way I'm saying it right now because I'm speaking a little greasy.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just one of those things where it's true. You can't, what's the word? You can't be responsible for the way someone else feels.
Right.
Like, if they speak to you on it, like, hey, this is how I walked away. I'm sorry you feel that way is very dismissive, but at the same time, I'm not responsible. That wasn't the intention, and I'm not responsible for it.
Right.
But it is what it is, I guess. I don't know, man. I think about, I'm trying to think of something. I was talking to my mom about something, and I'm like, yeah, but you always made me feel X, Y, and Z. And she's like, well, that's on you. That's not on me. That's something that you have to deal with. And as soon as she said it, I was like, I'm not fucking holding on to this anymore. I told you how I feel, and you don't even care, so it is what it is. And I remember the moment she said it, I let it go. And I haven't thought about it since, so I can't even give the example. And I'm trying to think of something else.
You know what, though? Whenever somebody says, you made me feel...
Right.
All you have to do is substitute the you for, like, for example, Snickers. Really, a Snickers made you feel that way? No, the common denominator is you.
Yeah, yourself. I allowed you to make me feel.
Right. Like, really, a Snickers made me feel fat? Really?
But sometimes people go out of their way to say mean things to you.
But it's how you accept it.
Right. And it's funny enough, when you recognize that someone's going out of their way to be mean to you, it's almost your emotions can block that.
Right.
It's when you're in your feelings and it has nothing to do with anyone else that you're like, well, they made me feel this way. Well, they said it that way. And I know that has to do with because X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Like, nobody, and I can say this with 100% clarity. There's probably 1% of the population that wakes up thinking, how am I going to make them miserable today? But that's probably 1%. But
it's about specific people.
Exactly.
Who probably wrong them in one way or another.
Yes. But apart from that, you are not that special. Ain't nobody thinking about you.
Ain't nobody, like, it ain't that deep.
Ain't nobody thinking about you.
Very true. Well, this is going to be a short show, but we do want to transition. Oh, I take it over for you. It's your week.
Oh my God.
You got transition to that's trending.
Oh, okay. Well, yep, that's trending. I want to talk about Mario Lopez.
Is it Mario or Mario?
Mario.
Depends on,
I guess, your ethnic background.
Yeah.
Mario.
See, Mario to me is Italian.
Mario. So how do you say it? He's
Mario.
Mexican, right?
Mario. I don't know. However he calls himself. Because I'm not Tom Yaker. I'm Tamika.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Mario Lopez. He was this. So Charlize Theron has a transgender child who at 3 or they're.
I don't want to say that did she transition?
Yeah.
Or she just feels like.
No, I believe she's transitioning. She's living, or he.
But you can choose to live as without doing the operatic surgery.
Oh no, there's no operatic surgery at that age. That's too tender of an age.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But Charlize Theron has a transgender child. And he was I don't know why he was asked about it. I don't know why that came up.
Because he was on Candace Owens' show, who is the most hateful person. She's whack, y'all. But that's another story for another day.
Oh, I don't know her.
Google her.
Okay. Well, and he said he thinks when a child is coming to you at a tender age of 3, speaking about something like that, he believes it's dangerous. And he got backlash for that. He's not sure if that's appropriate. He said it's dangerous. He's unsure and it's dangerous. But here's the thing. I have a few homosexual people in my life that have known for a very long time who they are. So if you're straight and you always know that, it's okay to know that at a young age. I don't understand what the difference is. I don't know if there's an openness because I'm not dealing with this at the moment, or if there's an openness because I feel like people who have such a strong conviction and feel that this is who they are, you should believe them. 3, 30, or, 83.
Right.
When someone comes to you and says, this is how I'm feeling, these are the feelings that I'm having. Yes, I can understand at age of 3 that it's hard to communicate that. And you might question, well, where is this coming from? But at the same time, for a 3-year-old to have these sort of feelings and communicate that, it's coming from somewhere. Is it dangerous? No, I don't think it's dangerous. But I also think it's dangerous to say and go into a conversation with someone so young and say that you don't believe or this is not appropriate, because now you're giving shame to these feelings. You're giving shame to these thoughts. And that's not fair.
I always wonder about people that are like, that say that children who love or who feel, either love, feel, whatever, opposite of what you traditionally think is correct, if they have anything to say about the kids that are like a girl's like, I love boys, I'm going to get married. They never have a problem with that, right? It's like, oh, that's so cute, yeah.
Why is that cute? But when a little boy says, I like this other boy...
If he said the same exact thing.
Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's confused. Is he, though?
Is he?
Is he? And that's like... And this is what's so dangerous about a conversation like that. This is dangerous. When a child says something to you and you don't believe them. That's dangerous, in my opinion.
But see, that's a whole different subject. Mario Lopez, I think the thing that enlightened me about the whole thing is that he came back the next day and profusely apologized. But I'm like, are you apologizing because you couldn't stand the heat? Or are you apologizing because you really feel informed?
See, I think he couldn't stand the heat. To be...
He was informed that quick?
You can't be informed that quick. The thing with him is that he has had a few hosting gigs and things like that, and he's been forced to be around different types of people and different scenarios and situations, and he's had to be around so many different cultures for so many different things. And he has the right to raise his children however he wants and have his household however it wants to be. But you're not going to tell me at, what is he, like 40, whatever his age is.
Right.
In your 40s and 50s, where he's going to say something like that. It's dangerous to allow a conversation with such a young person. No, it's dangerous to dampen or hamper the feelings of another person.
Right. I don't know. That's crazy, yo.
Have you ever had a conversation with someone to kind of talk out feelings and they just squashed whatever it is you were trying to talk out?
What do you mean?
So he says it's dangerous to have a conversation like this with, I don't know why a 3-year-old, I don't know why that's coming up, but he says it's dangerous to have conversation like this with a 3-year-old. I've been around very young kids, and they've said all sorts of crazy things. But I've never been in a position to say to a child, or I've never had the desire or the mental capacity to say to a child, well, that's inappropriate, and you probably shouldn't feel that way. It's dangerous to feel that way. No, that's not what you think. I don't believe, I could be wrong. I don't believe I've dampered another child's feelings. No, you know what? I take that back. My son has said to me where he's like, I feel sad about something, but I think he said his stomach. And I was like, well, you're not allowed to feel that way. You're still growing and you're still developing and your body's always going to change until you're a big boy. So you're not allowed to feel that way. So I did damper his feelings on that, and I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do, because his feelings are valid.
Right.
I just didn't want his headspace to be negative. But as far as the feelings that children have with each other, and they always evolve and change and move and grow, but I can't look at a child and say to them, well, that's inappropriate.
I can. And I said that to your kids. That ain't right. That's inappropriate. No. I think you can say it. If you, it's about the kind of relationship you have with your child or other children. Like, I've always believed in talking to children as little as even 2 years old, as if they're like having a real conversation.
Yeah.
None of that Google Gaga shit.
Right.
Because you want them to be able, if something goes wrong, you want them to come to you with the same, not the Google Gaga over there.
No, you need that. You need, yeah.
I need details.
Yeah.
And so I think that it's, if you tell me that a 3-year-old feels a certain way about him or herself and has an opinion about something, I believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's possible. Like, they know if they want vegetables or not.
Yeah.
Do you want apple juice? No.
No. Yeah. Kids are very opinionated.
Do you like that boy? You want to play with that boy or that girl? That girl. Do you feel inside? Do you feel like you're gonna tell me, like, okay, like a 2-year-old who, like, your daughter always loved crinoline.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, you didn't force that on her.
No.
Because that's so not you.
No,
that's what she wanted, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, I believe that at that age, you know who you are and what you are.
Yeah.
And so Mario can, kick rocks and suck a dick. You don't know what he's talking about.
Mario can kick rocks.
Damn conservatives.
I'm very surprised.
I don't even know if he's conservative. I'm just saying that, but I don't know.
I don't know if that's a conservative or it's a liberal ideal, but
I know to be conservative.
When kids come to you and say they feel a certain way, they're allowed to be confused. Adults are confused. But believe them. And I applaud. I remember one day I had a conversation with my mother-in-law. My younger son and my daughter are very close in age. So she just looked so pretty in her tutus, and he put it on. And she took it off and she goes, little boys don't wear tutus. And he looked at her like she was nuts. Mind you, he had on clip-on earrings and a crown. So he looked at her and she's like taking all this stuff off. And I took it and I put it back on him and I said, do you want to wear this? And he was like, yeah, it's pretty. He thought, because he sees her with it. And
plus, he loves dressing up.
He loves dressing. He does. And he just felt like it was pretty. So he put all his stuff back on. And I said, I don't believe clothes can be masculine or feminine. Colors aren't masculine or feminine. And if this is something that he wants, I don't want to hamper that. It doesn't mean anything. He's at an age where he's discovering things.
Yeah, and he wants to be a sweaty boy.
Yeah, he is a sweaty boy. But that's what I mean. Had I hampered these would be feelings that he would always want to explore. And that's dangerous, because he might be looking to explore these feelings in a different way that's not healthy.
Right.
It might turn into something else. And he was a 3-year-old boy with clip-on earrings, a crown, and a tutu. And he loved it.
You had so much pride.
Yeah, because he thought it was pretty and he just wanted to wear it. He saw his sister with it and she looked pretty. And I always remember when she would get dressed up, he'd be like, ooh, you're so pretty. And she'd love to hear the compliments.
Such a ham.
She is, I know. But I think about, like, a bunch of kids. Kids like to do things and get compliments. They like to explore. And it's just a natural thing. It has nothing to do with masculine or feminine, or you can't make someone anything that they're not.
Right.
Well, I guess you could if, with
but how long
psychological conditioning.
It can only last so long.
Yeah. Do you recall a time in your life where someone said you couldn't do something?
I couldn't walk.
Well, you're walking.
Mhm. I couldn't, just limited by my physical abilities, but I proved them wrong. Anytime somebody tells me what I can't do, I try to make an effort to do it. Why would somebody tell me I can't be rich?
I'm so the opposite. When somebody's like, you're probably not, I'm like, yeah, probably. I don't need to put my efforts in that.
I'm motivated by that shit.
I'm not.
You tell me what I can't do? All right.
I'm not motivated by anything, I think.
I'm still trying to buy a house in Dix Hills where I don't want to live, just because somebody told me I would never live there.
I wouldn't want to live in Dix Hills, but yeah.
I have no desire to live in Dix Hills. But because somebody told me that I would never be able to.
Just the point of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. Well, I just got to say, homie, I'm tired.
Oh.
It's a late podcast that we're recording.
Well, homie.
It's a short show, but whatever. We're gonna give you 4 more minutes.
Well, homie, hold on. No, homie. You know what? From an old lady to an old lady.
I'm not no old lady.
You're an older lady than me. From an old lady to an older lady. That's just so funny to me.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't see you living in Dix Hills. Just because I don't like that neighborhood.
You just said you liked it 2 seconds ago.
I didn't say I like it. I said I never want to live there.
That's not what you said, is it?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, my bad. I said I never heard never.
Oh, no, bitch.
I didn't hear you say never.
No, it's a nice neighborhood. Whatever. I don't want to live there.
You don't want to live where you live.
No, you're right. I also have nothing that motivates me. I just do shit because I feel like it.
What a way to live.
I know. That's the worst. It's the worst.
It depends on who you are, what you think it is, worse or not.
But it irks me because I'm so like, whatever, the wind is blowing this way, I'll go that way. And I find it irksome for myself, and I'm living in it. I can't imagine what it's like for other people on the outside. Not that I care.
I'm the type of person that's like, it's very difficult for me to sit still. Like, I can sit still for a moment, but I have to have a plan in place for after I'm finished sitting still. And I hate disappointing people. Oh. It hurts me so much to see somebody, like, I'll crack somebody a joke about somebody, like, oh, I'm just kidding. Like, I see them die a little, I'm like, I'm just kidding.
I saw you died a little. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like, whatever.
Even like with work, it's like a project, but I know that I have to set boundaries for myself, and with work that means, getting the second phone and turning it off when I'm not working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So it's just, I don't know. I'm tired.
I don't know. Listen, I think you're a successful human. I do, but our definitions of success vary.
Very much so.
Yeah. I think you're a very successful person. I think you are highly motivated, and I also think that you have such an eloquent way and an elegant way of speaking your mind, and it is quite a blessing to be able to do that. Whether you're building someone up or cutting them down, it's eloquent and elegant, and I appreciate that, and I like that.
You know how I know I'm tired?
Why?
Because you know what just came to my mind?
What?
If I died.
Oh my goodness. Okay, go ahead.
If say I died right now.
Uh-huh.
What's the first thing you would do?
After calling 911, I'll call your mom.
How would you have that conversation with her?
I would be dying.
I would never want to have that conversation with anyone.
No.
I think about the conversation when I told you your dog was airlifted out of my car.
Yeah, I know.
Like, how do you call somebody to tell them, your loved one has passed on?
You just have to do it. I remember having to call. My brother called me when our dad died, and I called him when our mom died.
You would call my mom directly? You wouldn't call, like, family or...
Fuck no. That's... She deserves my voice here in front of me.
Why your voice and not, like, her sister or her brother's?
Because she would have questions I feel like only I can answer.
But you can answer later.
No, I respect her.
But you don't know her well enough to know how she's going to handle it coming from you.
I know that, but I respect her and love her enough to deal with it as it comes. She doesn't deserve to not be that first phone call. That's not right.
I see what you're saying. Okay. I see, like, the first, because you're here with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I was thinking about it earlier. I'm like, who's going to tell my boss?
Fuck your boss, man. Fuck that guy.
It's like, yeah, she's going to be in work tomorrow.
I think about that too sometimes. Like, who calls work? Does anyone have the wherewithal to call work?
Yeah, right?
And then come to find out you're looking at the cell phone like, well, it's been a few days and you haven't called anyone back. I'm sorry, this is going to be your last day. And you're like, she died last week.
Know.
Ay.
And then I think about, I hope, I have a lot more years of friendship with you.
Mm-hmm.
Decades,
yeah.
But, I'm is your mofos gonna, your people are they gonna let me know?
Oh, they have to.
They don't have to.
They better respect me enough.
But are they? Do they?
They better.
There are certain people in life who feel like family is above everything.
Well, family is who you make it, not what has made you.
That's how you feel.
That is how I feel, and I expect to be respected. Period and point blank. If y'all respect me, then you know what it is.
But are you surrounded by people that respect you?
I for shit sure hope so.
That's good.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm
gonna find out in the New York Times. I know it.
I want to be friends with you so long that we forget we knew each other. I just want to live forever. And let's
get Alzheimer's together and then forget each other and remember
then
each
just
other.
I like this girl.
Yeah, you're cool. Where you from?
I don't want to be in a nursing home, but if I gotta be with anybody, it better be you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll fix your wig, you fix mine.
Bitch, you see this hair? I ain't getting no wig. I'm good.
I don't know.
You're good.
I hope so. I don't want to lose my hair or my teeth. I feel like I would forget my dentures everywhere. I'm so absent-minded.
I'm getting that shit drilled in. You can get the
implants.
Yeah, implant. Fuck that. I'm gonna get implants while I remember.
I hope so. I'm gonna get the big ass ones too that make you talk funny. Chompers.
You ever see a 90-year-old man your teeth is perfect?
Yes.
How's that? Oh my god. All right, we're delirious.
Oh, sorry, homie.
Yes.
I love you. You're perfect. I hope to know you so long that I forget you.
If you don't hear from me after I drive home.
Oh my god.
Tell my mother I love her.
Goodbye.
Wait.
Where can they catch us?
Yes, I think.
On
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at the Yes podcast.
And where can they catch us?
iTunes, Google Play Music, TuneIn, sometimes SoundCloud. I haven't updated it much. Podbean, and all your favorite podcast sites. Although we are not on Spotify or Tidal but we're on Apple.
Hey.
That's the main one.
Hey.
Fuck a Spotify. Fuck a Tidal.
I would like to be on Tidal though.
Could you imagine we end up? Oh my God!
With our own show on Tidal.
We gotta keep growing it.
We gotta put that out there.
We gotta put the energy. Be more creative.
Girl, let's
put some effort in it, homie, please.
I'm trying.
This is a duality. The show is duality. Give some fucking effort.
I'm trying, homie.
Whatever. Tell my mother I love her, right? Love you, Ma. All right, y'all.
Fucking tell me something nice. Shit.
Oh, I love you. You're everything I ever hoped for. And everything I need.
We don't own the rights to this song.
Anyway, thank you for your friendship and God bless and good night.
Whatever. Bye.
Bye.